Greetings everyone, I'm going to make poke bowl today. Here's a list of ingredients that you'll need. You probably already know what poke is since you're watching this video. For those who don't, it's basically rice topped with seasoned raw fish. There are tons of recipes on YouTube already, and from what I can gather, lots of different variations. In this video, I'll show you my take on this dish, plus 2 side dishes I'd like to serve it with. First things first, a day prior to having your poke, we need to prep our pickled radish. I have here 1/3 of Taiwanese Daikon Radish. I'm just going to remove the outer skin and cut them into small cubes. Then, you're going to salt them to draw out their moisture. Just throwing a couple pinches of salt. I didn't really measure, but you basically want to cover every piece in salt. Just give it a massage to make sure all pieces are covered. Then we can leave it alone while we work on the pickling liquid. In a bowl, throw in half a piece of kombu and a stick of chili. Then, add in equal parts rice wine and plain distilled vinegar. Next, add in some water, sugar, and salt, and give it a gentle mix. Don't worry if the sugar is not dissolving, they will once we leave it in the fridge overnight. Checking up on the radish, the salt has drawn out a lot of moisture. If the texture of the radish feels squishy when you pressed it, then they're ready. Rinse off the salt under running water. Do it a couple of times to make sure we remove as much salt as possible. Add all of the pickling liquid to the radish, cover it with cling foil, then leave it in the fridge overnight. I have 2 pieces of sashimi grade tuna. Similar to the radish, I'll also be cutting them into small pieces. I like them pretty small, but feel free to cut them however you desire. Once you're done, add them to a bowl. Then, get half an onion and cut them into similar sized pieces. I like the taste of raw onion, but if that's too strong for you, cut them into smaller sizes or use less of it. In terms of aromatic, I'm grating in 1 clove of garlic and a small knob of ginger. The combination of these 2 ingredients will enhance the overall flavor of the final product. Moving on to seasoning, I'm adding in some salt, some sesame oil, some simple syrup for sweetness, and a mix of soy sauce and liquid seasoning. If you don't know what liquid seasoning is, it's a light soy sauce with MSG and extra flavors added. You can skip it and just replace it with more soy sauce. I'll leave some additional info in the description of this video. Add in a tablespoon of dark soy sauce and finish it off with some toasted white sesame seeds. This can then go into the fridge to rest while we prep the outer side dish. Since the raw tuna is very tender, I find myself craving for something with more of a bite. As such, I find broccoli to pair extremely well both in terms of texture and flavor. In a bowl of broccolis, I'm adding in a good amount of extra virgin olive oil. You can opt for other kinds of oil if you want. I use olive oil because I like the cooked olive oil taste. Make sure the broccoli florets are well covered in oil. Other than the oil, we're only going to season it with some salt and freshly ground black pepper. Frying pan on medium-high heat. Dump in the broccoli florets. Wait a while before you stir it so it has the chance to caramelize a little. Give it a stir when you can see some brown bits on the ends of florets. Once the broccoli caramelizes to your liking, lower the heat and gauge for the texture. If it's still too hard for you, cover the pan and let the steam cook it through. Mine is good as I don't want my broccoli to get too soft. Now that everything is done, we're ready to plate up. Steamy rice in a bowl, adding a big scoop of the marinated tuna, then some of the pan-fried broccoli, and finish it with the pickled radishes we made a day prior. This is how I always do my tuna poke. The sweet soy flavor works so well with the tuna, and I love the contrast in texture the broccoli brings. Those pickled radishes helps cut through the overall richness, making you crave for the next bite even more. Thank you for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it and maybe give it a try. Leave a comment if you have any questions about my recipe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.